What's up, world? Wake y'all asses up. This is another episode of King of the Berries podcast. We going live once again every Sunday, 8 o'clock. We coming in, tuning in live. Just want to interact with the people. So I'm going to share this real quick. What's up, Janice? What's good? I'm just sending this out to a couple of people real quick. See who we get joined on. Let's see. Alright, so we'll see who joined on. How you doing, Janice? What's going on? How was the workout? Know how to way back. I'm like an old lady with Instagram. That's alright. That's alright. Yo, Tyron, I'm beating. No, I understand, yo. Especially in this heat, y'all came out late, so y'all hit it like at the hottest point of the day. So yeah, what's up, Trey? What's up, Cal? We got people coming in. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long today. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know about the topic. So the topic I'm talking about is perspective. That's the topic that I'm talking about today. I think this is a very important topic, especially with I had like a lot of stuff going on this week. So I felt like this was a good topic to talk about. So also just to let people know out there that's listening, if you ever want to chime in, you want to talk about you got a point you want to get across, you can put it in the comment section, or you could feel free to request to join on live. You can talk to me face to face. So it's an open thing, man. I'm just having an open dialogue, just trying to connect with everybody out there, and just keep everything moving, like in regards to that. But the topic today is about perspective, and like sometimes just changing your perspective on certain things. It's a story I'm gonna share, and it comes from the book. I think it's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's either from that book or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I can't remember which one it's from, but it's from one of those two books. And it talks about the author was on the train with a guy, and basically he had 2 kids, and the kids were ripping and running up and down the train, making a lot of noise. Like being like real disruptive on the train, full of people, like the train was packed, and the guy just kind of was like not paying them any mind, not kind of controlling his kids. And so the author said he went over there and he talked to the guy. He was like, hey, is everything good with the kids? Like they kind of running around, they're being like they kind of distracting the people that's on the train. And the guy sat and told him, he was like, oh, you know what, I apologize, I'm sorry, but their mother just passed away, and I don't know how to explain it to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to like share the information. He was like, yo, I'm just kind of zoned out. And what happened was the author went from being like irritated with the father and the kids to being empathetic, and nothing changed except his perspective on the situation. The only thing that changed was like how he viewed that situation. So instead of being upset and like, yo, you need to get your kids, he was more so like, yo, what can I do to help you? You know what I'm saying? In this situation, like, I know this is a tough time. Like, what can I do to help you? And it's so important about learning perspective, man. Like, you don't understand what stuff is going through. It's all good, Janice. I was just talking about the story from the book. But basically, you don't know what people are going through. So, like your friends, your family, you think, a lot of people think they know, but you don't know what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what their situation is. So before you kind of like jump out the window, what's up, Moon? Before you kind of jump out the window on people, sometimes instead of making an assumption, why don't you ask them, hey, are you good? Is everything okay? You know, is anything going on with you? Like, you know, kind of just having that perspective or trying to gain perspective before you react to certain situations, because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know. So I like that was just something like I definitely wanted to touch on, because I understand, especially as I got older, that sometimes you want to think and get other people's side before you react, or you know, you want to get all the information you need to get before you make a decision, because you don't know what people are going through, man. Like, yo, like, life is amazing, life is beautiful, but it's tough too. Like, life is tough, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got their battles, people got their journeys. You know, everybody has their own path. So, you know, before you try to jump on other people, figure out, like, yo, are you okay? Effective communication, Trey. That's it, yo. Effective communication. And effective communication is not making assumptions and not like going at people before you even know what's the situation that's going on. You need to figure out, you know, oh, your phone acting up. Just to make sure, put down in the comments, make sure like my service not crazy, because I'm outside this time. So if my service start acting up, put it down in the comments. But yeah, so you know, I wanted to talk about perspective. The other perspective too, with active listening, exactly. The other perspective too is you got to understand, like, nobody owe you anything. You know what I'm saying? Nobody owe you nothing. When people add to your life, that's adding to it. That's adding to it. It's not mandatory that people have to do stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time, us as people, we act like things are old. First off, you're not guaranteed to even wake up tomorrow. You're not even guaranteed that. You know what I'm saying? That's a privilege in itself, just to be able to wake up, breathe, our limbs and stuff working, my eyes working, I can talk to y'all. Like, I worked at a nursing home for like a while. You know what I'm saying? I worked at the nursing home for a while. And in that nursing home, I seen a lot of people. I seen people when I was working there. I was in my early 20s, and I seen people in their late 20s that's like pretty much bedridden. The only thing they could do is blink their eyes. They eat through a tube in the early 20s. You know what I'm saying? You got the plane going over. But yo, we really take for granted like our regular stuff. Being able to talk. Like, yo, 30 years ago, we wouldn't even be able to do this type of live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no video chatting and stuff like that. I remember, I don't know, put down in the comment section if y'all remember. Y'all remember AOL? And you had to do the dial-up, and then you had like the 3 parts. So you had, I forgot, what was it, the loading, then you had the running man, and then you had like the connection part. Like, now, like, yo, it took me like a second to log this up. Before, you was waiting about 2-3 minutes to get connected to the internet. Yeah, exactly, yo. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But we really do take for granted all of the things that are like available to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think this is necessary. Like, yo, it's something that could happen. Boom, internet out, internet gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, now what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be like the old days. What these kids gonna do? Y'all like, if y'all around my age, I'm 31. If y'all around my age, y'all remember when we was kids? Like, yo, we used to be outside all day long, yo. We ain't have phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kids that got phones at like 13 was like the man or the woman. You know what I'm saying? We like, yo, let's play some of them games. Like, they had the you had the Tetris, then you had some other little phone games and stuff like that. But now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Bro, I love those times. But now, like, my daughter 6 know how to operate the phone just as good as me, yo. Like, just as good. And like, luckily for her, she's like an outdoor person. But I see a lot of kids, they don't even be outside all the time. Now we are in a different era where, like, it seemed like, I don't know. Snake, Snake, that's it, bro. Snake was the game, yo. I love Snake. And look, these were simple games, bro. It wasn't no crazy graphics. It wasn't like no elaborate planning like Fortnite and all of these other stuff, bro. We had the basic simple games. Y'all remember Pokemon? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I had red, blue, sapphire, gold. I had all of them janks, yo. And I was the man. Won't nobody see me. Like, I had Charizard level 102 or something crazy like that. Yo, nobody would see me in Pokemon. But, but also, too, we was outside. We was running around. We was enjoying life. And now it's not better or worse, it's just different nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the games, and we could do this now. You know what I'm saying? It's all of that stuff that's kind of combined into one. But what I'm saying is, like, yo, all this technology that we got, man, this is a privilege to us. This is something that, like, yo, you can't take for granted how easy it is to communicate with your loved ones, with your friends, with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that's like, you shouldn't take for granted. You could take for granted if you want to, but one day all this stuff get shut off, you're gonna be like, dang, man, I miss the internet, I miss this, I miss that. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to touch on like how you got to keep your perspective on things, man. Like, please, like, don't think people owe you anything out here, because nobody owe you nothing. And most of the time, handed to you, you got to go out here and you got to get it, man. You gotta go out here and you gotta get it. And hopefully what you're doing is, as you continue to work on yourself, you elevate your vibrations, you attract people that's on that same mission with you, that you could go get it together with them. I think the pandemic changed a lot for everyone as far as perspective. Nobody, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it did, man. I think what the pandemic did was, first off, I hope it allowed you to value people and human to human interaction. I know that's one of the things it did for me, like having a mask on and stuff like that. And you say like hi to somebody, you can't even see people smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then you got some people like, yo, it's showing their eyes, so you can't hide it. And for me, I know, and y'all put down there in the pandemic, like, if your perspective changed, and like what changed your perspective, like what's something that you realized you was taking for granted that the pandemic kind of exposed, that you know, you're kind of more thankful for now. So I know for me it was that human to human interaction. Like, even though I'm a loner, I really thrive off of like human to human interaction. Let's see, Trey, I just saw on ATW Podcast Live, and we spoke on how isolation made a lot of people stay in their bubble and feel the world evolves. Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one. I never thought about it that way. Because that wasn't my perspective, but I could definitely see that deepen my connection with myself. All right, Moon, that's good. That's a good thing. Make you look internally. But yo, Trey, that was a good point. I never thought about that. And you took your time for granted. Yeah, me too. But like that point you made earlier about, like, now you could do this. You could do the live, and you could look up there and see 1,000 people come on, 100 people come on, and now it's like, ooh, yo, like, I'm somebody, and I don't gotta go out and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit at home. That's the beautiful thing about technology. You can sit at home. You make money from home. You know what I'm saying? Connect with a lot of people from home. But then also, when it's time to go out here in the world and you got to deal with people face to face, can you make that step as well? That's a great point, yo. I never thought about that. And if you like a what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? If you're like a loner, y'all know the word I'm talking about. If y'all like a loner, then it does make it easier to stay in your bubble instead of jumping out and making yourself uncomfortable to kind of work on some of those skills. Kyle, I think it really showed you who you was closer to. Yes. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I think that's and also I think it made you closer to those people. You know what I'm saying? I think that is a big one, because you know so many people was passing away. Like, I know a couple of people, you know, that passed away, that, you know, it was tough. So yeah, that's a good point. Moon, I haven't met anyone who seems like the world revolves around them. If anything, people seem to be more involved in interaction now since post quarantine. Yo, Moon, see if you could elaborate a little bit more on that, or if you want to jump on, you could talk about that point as well too. I think I know where you're going with it, but I want to see if you could elaborate a little bit more on it. I don't want to put words or nothing in your mouth. So you can request to join on, or you could just type it down there at the bottom, whichever one you prefer. But yeah, the quarantine changed a lot of stuff for a lot of people, yo. A lot of people, a lot of people. I think, like I said, for me, the human to human interaction, and also too, like, to take better care of your health. You know, like the 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 virus was really geared towards, people with certain health conditions. So it was like, dang, like, if you ain't take care of yourself previously, like, and the people that I know that passed away from it had those health conditions, high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that. So that was like a wake up call to, like, me, and try to get my family on, like, a more healthier wave in regards to, you know, making sure you try to be the best version of yourself, physically and everything, but also when things like that come, you got a strong immune system that can fight that. Show me that mental health is of the utmost for me. Ooh, yo, Trey, if you could elaborate on that, I want to hear, or you could request to join on. I want to hear about that. I want to hear about that. I can't imagine people that have a tough time with, like, depression or anxiety going through that period of, like, the quarantine. So first off, you worried about everybody spreading it, but then you gotta go home, and now you can't interact with the people you want to interact, and it just kind of snowballs. So yeah, see if you could elaborate on that for me. All right, so Moon said, for example, I knew a lot of people who didn't value time spent with others. They would be on their phone, hardly holding conversation. People seem more present now. That's a very valid point. I got you. I think that was something big for me too, was learning to be more present. That's something I've been working on for like a couple of years now. But I think for me, I think that's definitely something. Like, I had longer conversations with some of my friends than what I usually do. I think like with my daughter, try to be more present as well. So I agree with that. And I seen that from some of the people that's closest to me. I see that they seem a little bit more present as well. But I seen a lot of people that just, they still ain't get it. They still ain't get it. See, Kyle, but we are still in grace period. I fell off after that. I feel after all that. Okay. See if you can retype. Like, I'm trying to understand what you said right there, Kyle. Well, we are all still in the grace period. Are you talking about as in regards to the like the pandemic, or like, let me know what you're talking about down there. But yeah, that's these are all great points, yo. Like, and I just, cause some stuff I went through this week, I wanted to put out there, like, perspective. And a lot of people jump to conclusions. A lot of people think, oh, you ain't do this because of this, but they don't know the situation. They don't know. Okay, yeah, so you was talking about the pandemic. Yeah, that's true. We gotta wait and see what happened. We gotta see what's happening. People still walking on eggshells. A lot of people don't got the vaccine. A lot of people, if you taking the vaccine and everything like that, a lot of people don't have it. Some people got it and still a little anxious. What's up, Nate? What's good, bruh? Also, just to let people know that joined in, we talking about perspective. How before you make judgments, talk and ask questions to people first, and figure out what's going on with them first before you rush to make a judgment. Because your perspective is, oh, this person ain't do this because of this, but you don't really know, like, yo, they might not did that because they got some stuff going on and things they working on. So we talking about perspective, but now we kind of leading into, like, talking about the pandemic, and how your perspective has changed now with the pandemic. Exactly. Like, you have no idea what's going on in my life internally, etc. And yo, that's why, like, me personally, first off, I'm working towards not taking things personally at all anyway. That's one of my life journeys, because I realize, like, nobody owe me anything. nobody gotta give me anything in this life. Like, yo, I gotta go out here, I gotta work, I gotta earn for it. And if people want to support me, that's their prerogative. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want to do. I can't force nobody to support me. I can't force anybody to do this or that. So like for me, I just feel like I try to give people that same respect. So like if I ask you to do something and you didn't do it, in my mind when I ask you, it's like I'm asking you because I would like you to help me, but I'm not all the way relying on it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I know stuff pop up with people, and I know people look out for self at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say that's selfish or whatever, but yo, that's how we built naturally. You know what I'm saying? That's how we built. So I appreciate people help, and to me that's adding on to it. And so like I try to give people the same benefit of the doubt. So like for me, if somebody can or can't do something, it don't sway me either way. You know what I'm saying? If I need help with something, or if I'm called reaching out to somebody, then you know, if they don't pick up, or if you know they busy at the moment or whatever, I don't take that personally, because I understand, yo, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got a couple of comments here. Let's see. So we got Nate said that's true. Let's see. We got let's see. So Moon said people internalize things based on their experience, and it's untrue. It's projecting. That's a great word. Great word. Projecting. I like that. That's exactly what it is. Hey, Trey out here promoting. Cal, you coming to the next Rebuilding Men's event. I love to talk with you. Yo, Cal is dope, yo. Trey, you would love Cal. Cal is amazing. Anybody need photography? Like I said, shout them out. I'm about to shout out everybody. So Trey is like a mentality coach. So people that need to like that little push to kind of get them to the next level, as far as their goals and dreams and everything like that, Trey is the man y'all need to talk to. I'm telling y'all, he like that. I just had a session with him earlier this week, man. He got great materials. He stay on you. He's encouraging, but he also push you as well. So y'all make sure y'all follow Trey and get up with him as well, man. The service that he offer, and then the price for the service, man, you can't beat it, yo. And he care about people. He care about people. Like, that's my guy, yo. So y'all make sure y'all hit Trey up. And let's see. Moon said no one is obligated. People sometimes will neglect themselves just to seem dependable. Ooh, Moon is talking. Love is allowing people to take care of them. Moon is talking. Yo, get him, Moon. Get him. That's it, yo. That's it. And people don't understand that you hurting yourself trying to do for others instead of like helping yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you end up not even really being a help to that person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta keep it real with your people, yo. You gotta keep it real with them. Sometimes you gotta tell them no. You can't do everything for everybody all the time when they want it. It can't happen, yo. And then what happens is, my boy Espo, what's good, man? What happens is when you do stuff for people all the time when they want you to and things like that, the first time you can't do it, it's like, oh, yo, who is you, or you acting different or whatever. That's because they so used to it. Like, sometimes at some point you gotta break the cycle, yo. Giving people the benefit of the doubt is big. Yeah, man, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt, because yo, the thing is, when it comes to dealing with people and you got expectations for others, at some point it's liable, you liable for a letdown. Instead of just loving them and using them as additions to what you got, and when you use them to rely on them, yo, you setting yourself up for failure, man. I don't care whether it's emotionally, you know what I'm saying, whether you need help with something. Like, yo, the more people you ask to help you with something, the better your chances are. Because what they said, the moves of one person is unpredictable, but the moves of 100 people are predictable. Because now what you got is you relying on one person to come and do job for you or consistently do something for you. If they get sick, you know what I'm saying, something happened to them, now you lost your ace. But if you got like 100 people that's doing stuff for you or helping you, now you got, now 30 of them could not be there, but now you got another 70 that you working with, yo. So, yo, that's it. Hold on, let's see. That builds their expectations of you. Absolutely. Paul be spitting. Hey, bro. You know, man. I try to do what I can. That's it, man. That's it, yo. But yo, I just wanted to make this a quick, real quick conversation about perspective, because just because what I've been going through this week, I felt like this was something big to touch on. And you know, like always, like I appreciate y'all, regardless if y'all came on here or not. I'm gonna be here. But y'all add so much to me, and to see people come out and support me, man, that's something that keep me motivated, that keep me encouraged, and that keep me pushing through a lot of stuff. And I just appreciate each and every single one of y'all that tune in, that share, that comment, that show love, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on here, in person, however you do it, it doesn't matter, y'all. I appreciate every single thing that y'all do, because I know y'all don't have to do it. Y'all don't gotta be on this live with me. There's a million other things for y'all to do. But the fact that y'all came on here, y'all supported, y'all joined in, y'all contributed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all liked it, disliked it, whatever. I just appreciate y'all for being here. So, yo, this is going to wrap up this episode of King of the Berries Live. So I'm going to change to King of the Berries Live. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great night. Peace.